going on, Juco?
Welcome, everyone, to the Plains in Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another SEC rival, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Will kick off to get us underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the... Offense set on first down. Looking for room. It's Haynes. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bernard. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's gonna pass. Gets it out quickly. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Last time these two clashed in the Iron Bowl, it was the Tide winning a classic.
And the Tide have done a great job in recent history of owning Auburn, doing a great job of winning this series. But they respect them every single. They know they won last year, but every...
Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man to the left. He's finally got it out of bounds, and even with that kind of pickup, they are still short of the first down.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Makes the grab well past the sticks. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
Got his man on the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down for the offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, Auburn 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Dropping back, it's Thorne. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
But he can also run routes, and we're not just talking.
A lot of momentum.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good. They march 79 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tech.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. The short hands, it's Bernard. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And right down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
1st and 10.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like,
And the ball's on the ground. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Auburn lines up quickly. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Thorne. They're trying to get to it. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
no, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Fourth down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Fires toward the end zone. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. In the end zone, looking to fire. Going over the top. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one. They're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Finds his man. It's Alston. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough.
as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him frustrated a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him. But nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Quarterback will audible. Looking to go up top on first down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And those outside linebackers nowadays are so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Back to pass, it's Thorne. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Takes a hit as he fires. He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a fourth down.
Well, you get the incompletion there on third down, and you've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff and reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Auburn to the line in a hurry. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.